If you do what I tell you to do in this video, your chances of getting to $10,000 a month are way higher. If you want to get to 100 grand a month, way higher. Let's get into the video. So to achieve $10,000 a month, we need something that I'm going to call, or I don't call it this is what it's called. We need order. Logical, coherent, concise ability to think. You need to be able to think. You need to be able to organize your thoughts and see the world objectively and clearly, and you need to become a mental athlete, right? And what that means is you need to be able to use your brain to make the most effective decisions and take the most effective actions to accomplish your goal. So if you are here, right, and you know I always draw people because the videos are about you. If you're here and then your goal is over here, obviously we've got a gap between, the goal and you, right? And bridging this gap is what we have to do. Now, here's the thing is that in between you and the goal, before you can even start climbing on this trajectory, there is what I'm going to call a haze. And these are your eyes and you're trying to look at the goal, but you can't really look through this haze. The haze represents your bullshit and chaos, essentially. And so, honestly, the easiest way to go from where you are now to your goal is people think like, okay, I just need to start taking some action. And yes, you do to a degree because it's not possible, but it's hard to discern what action to take and what decisions to make if you're looking at your goal and your trajectory through a haze or through a fog or through a cloud. And that's essentially what this represents. And so in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to lift this haze or this cloud or this fog so that you can actually see your goal and become more objective, right? And it's super simple. The stuff I'm going to tell you to do here, it shouldn't shock you. And if it does, then maybe you're a bit of an idiot. So there's a couple of things. So this is you. And what you need to do is basically clean your life up so that you can create order. And how do we define order? In this case, it's the ability to think clearly. That is the most important skill you have as an entrepreneur, your ability to objectively discern the most logical action to achieve the goal. And if you don't know what that is yet, then it's because you've got this haze. So there's a few things. The first thing that you need to fix is overstimulation. Look at what you're doing right now. Are you eating some sort of junk food? Do you have multiple tabs open? Are you practically itching to go on Instagram? Or maybe you have Instagram open. Is your phone on your desk? Are you listening to music in some way, shape or form? Are you drinking an energy drink or some sort of sugary drink? Just do a snapshot of your hour, the past hour, and ask yourselves how many times have you stimulated your dopaminergic system to receive and feel some sort of reward. The first step to removing this haze is to tick off the box of no more overstimulation. Phone away. Lock your phone in your car during the work days. Cut out sugar. The most devastating stimulation comes from your diet. We'll talk about that in a second, but just remove it. It doesn't, if your brain is constantly expecting reward, you can't think straight for more than 10 minutes without needing some sort of reward. It just completely ruins you. So stop the overstimulation, right? The next thing is big surface area. And don't take that personally. I don't mean your weight. Your surface area is basically, this is usually more of a digital issue when you're on the internet, but it's the amount of things that you come into contact with. What you'll start to realize is that to get towards your goal along this trajectory, you don't need much, right? Realistically, if you're doing this with an agency, you need appointments, you need the ability to close the appointments, and you need the ability to deliver a good result. If you get that, and that, you will achieve 10 grand a month, right? Now, to get beyond 10 grand a month, you need a little bit more. But realistically, if you're not focusing on booking appointments, closing deals, or delivering a great service, you're focusing on the wrong thing. And trust me, being on Twitter, scrolling through Facebook, going on Reddit, you're not going to find information that helps you with these things. All you're going to do is achieve overstimulation, and it's going to hold you back. So by big surface area, just log out of everything. Look, if I show you an example here, if I go to Facebook, I'm logged out. There's no way in hell I'm staying logged into that thing. If I go to LinkedIn, I'm logged out. And even if I head over to school, for crying out loud, which is where my product's hosted, I'm logged out. I don't use Instagram. I mean, I have a personal account that seldom do I ever log into or use. I don't have anything but WhatsApp on my phone for communicating with people. Small surface area is what you need to become successful, because you should be able to define, I need appointments, I need deals, and I need a good service. Anything that isn't that is a waste. And if I head over to Facebook, right, so I am now logged into this. First of all, what you'll notice is I've got rid of my news feed and I've got rid of stories. I can't see, there's nothing, there's no groups except from my Facebook group. There ain't nothing here. So let me give you an example here, right? If I head over to LinkedIn, right, and let's log in. Now, first of all, I don't have a feed because why would you want? I mean, they literally call it a feed, for crying out loud, right? By being on this platform, I directly sabotage my ability to achieve my goal. So why would I want to be on it? It's just dumb. This is like, what time do you wake up? Oh, okay, I'll just, there, great. I wake up. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Oh, employment here. I don't need that. No. Product shooting will never be the same. Photographers. Oh, see more. Oh, I better comment. See, I don't even have my comments enabled. But, you know, this is all just rubbish. Like, oh, here, great. Dopamine stimulation, serotonin. Oh, that's satisfying. Cheers. Let's flow with life. Let's say dare to get wet. We just feel the present moment. I mean, I'm not trying to insult anyone, but like, this is just bad, man. Like, every time you scroll, you increase your surface area to expose yourself to something that directly inhibits your ability to achieve what you want. So stop it. Stop being on these platforms and just focus on your goal, for crying out loud. You're not a child, so stop behaving like one. So that's the surface area problem. Now, the next thing is multitasking. Now, this is a controversial one because, well, people quite like to multitask. If you are a multitasker, you are being, once again, just a bit of an idiot, because the human brain is not designed to multitask. The human brain is designed to locate animal and throw spear, right? Which is basically just doing one thing. You should be working on three things, right? As we've established: booking appointments, closing deals, delivering service. You've got billions of neurons in your brain. You want to dedicate every single one of them to the single task at hand. Because how do you ensure you become successful? You isolate the 2 to 3 things that you absolutely need to do, and then you give them your full undivided attention. It's unbelievably ridiculous how powerful the human brain is if you just use it properly. You're smart if you just focus. What you'll observe, I don't have anything that I don't need at all times. I'm using Facebook, LinkedIn as examples. I've closed the tabs because I'm no longer using them. When you're working, you just want to keep everything as clean as possible. In a second, I'm going to give you an example with my calendar. So I've got that up. This is my video ideation, so that's there. And then this is also for the video as well. One thing at a time. My phone's nowhere to be seen near me. I haven't got my emails open. There's nothing to distract me. I mean, that's why I can make these videos and talk without getting distracted. So stop multitasking. The next one is no goal, right? So if you don't have a goal, then you're not going to know what to optimize for. You're basically going to live in a haze forever. So just, define what you want. Then we move on to diet. Super simple. If you're eating like sugar, if you're drinking alcohol, if you're eating high inflammation foods, if you're eating lots of carbohydrates, if you're not supplementing properly, your body will just be fucked, right? So you need to know what to eat. What I eat, for example, I can tell exactly what I eat. I eat 400 grams of ribeye steak and 4 eggs at about 2 p.m. So I fast through the morning. And then I eat about 15 grams of cacao nibs, some blueberries and some almonds. And then in the evening, I eat 500 grams of 12% fat beef mince, 2 avocados and some spinach. And it's a very low inflammation diet. I'd have no energy spikes, very low carb. It's wonderful. And because of that, I don't have any brain fog. Brain fog comes from the gut. So if you exist in a constant state of fog where you're like, what the hell is going on? It's because your gut is inflamed. So stop it. Now, the final one I will give you is routine, right? So the body loves predictability. What you want to do is organize your calendar to look something like this, where you basically map out your habits and your time and how you spend your time. Without this, I would be useless, right? So I need to know what recurs. And this is quite freeing because, well, the truth is that I can actually probably just delete this, right? The truth is that I don't really have much to do anymore because, well, my life's been pretty optimized. I've got a company and everything now works. I get up at this time, I sleep at this time, I gym at this time, I meditate at this time, I do client support at this time, although right now I'm making YouTube videos because it's the best way to support you guys. Partner call with my business partner, Bo, and then usually I'm actually eating now at 2, so I can just drag this down and change this. Just organize it. And if you're wondering how, this just recurs every single week, you can come into the events and basically set it to recur on specific days. So you don't have to sort of come in and reorganize it every week. But this way, I know when I've got time off. I know, what if I've got important shit, I can see it. Like the property inspection here, for example. And it's just repeatable. I finish work at 6:30. Organize that because it just gives your brain oh, actually, this is what we're doing every day. And it just makes you feel more order and it gives you the ability to think because you know what you're doing already. If you wake up and you have to think about what you're doing, the game's over because procrastination stems from ambiguity because it's just calorifically expensive to have to think about what you're going to do before you do it. And that means you're less likely to do it. So that's basically how to get more order. Don't overstimulate yourself. Reduce your surface area primarily by deleting social media or just logging out. Stop multitasking on stuff. Set some sort of tangible goal, right? Because otherwise there's nothing to even look at. Clean your diet up by just eating 2 pounds of meat a day and then just very low carbs. Trust me, I'm eating 3,800 calories a day right now and I feel incredible. I did a 4,000, 5,000 calorie a day bulk like dirty bulk, and it was fucking awful. Like I couldn't even get up out of bed, and just like it was horrible. I was like sick all the time and stuff. But now like it's clean and it works. And then routine, just get a routine, map it out on Google Calendar, and just figure out what you're going to do every day and just do it. If you need help getting more clients, there's a link in the description. Don't care if you click it or not. Have a good day. Bye.